The Miami Heat's master plan has been revealed, as there has been a ton of chatter surrounding the Heat after a wild report came out surrounding the future of one of their franchise players, but now it all makes sense. Everything all adds up into what the Heat are cooking here, as they plan on making history once again, and we're going to break down exactly how that plan is unfolding, how it's working out, and why they are in the perfect position to go out there and pull this off. We're going to break all that down and much more, guys, but real quick, if you're part of that 74% that's not subscribed to Heat Digest, this is the place to be for all Miami Heat content all season long. The NBA season is about to start, and I am so excited. We are going to have Miami Heat content every single day for you, so make sure you subscribe and have those post notifications on so you don't miss a single Miami Heat update throughout the year. But let's jump into this, guys. There is a lot to go over. As many have wondered what exactly the Heat are cooking going into this season, where it feels like they've continued to just tread water. They haven't really gotten better, but they haven't gotten worse. This is a team that looks like they should be in the play-in or towards the bottom half of the Eastern Conference playoffs in some form of a general sense. And anything else really feels like it's just not going to be realistic. They're not going to be out of the playoffs. They're not going to be a top seed. And also without Tyler Herro for at least the beginning of the season, that will cause a sense of fear as well. The Heat didn't win a single game last year that Tyler Herro didn't play in, so not having him is going to be very worrisome. And on top of that, we have seen reports about Tyler Herro and questions about his future with the Miami Heat. Now, Houston just did a video on that, so make sure to go check that one out. Right, it's the last video that just came out on this channel, so you can make sure to go see that one as well for some more updates on this. But on top of that, there is a lot going on with this whole situation, with the Heat, with Tyler Herro, and with the future of this team. And their master plan has been revealed. A recent report from Tim Bontemps said that sources say the Heat, like many other teams around the league, are planning for that aforementioned 2027 free agent class. That has been the cause of a whole lot, including the fact that when we look at what Brian Windhorst said the other day surrounding Tyler Herro, there haven't been substantive talks to his point, and a deal is doubtful for a contract extension, which, didn't happen. Herro is the player that he should probably be the most interested in extending, but it doesn't appear to be in the offering right now. Now, obviously, there is going to be a couple different reasons for that. The Heat, well, they still have time to re-sign Tyler Herro. If they want to give him an extension, they can give him one over the summer when he's got 1 year left and sign him for 4 years, so he could have 5 years left with the Miami Heat as well. Herro also stands to make more money that way, or they could wait 2 years. Herro could become a free agent and re-sign on a 5-year deal with the Heat, where he stands to make the most money. And either one of those is a possible option for Tyler Herro, but also at the same time, Herro has been no stranger to trade talks along the lines throughout this entire time, and it wouldn't be absolutely surprising to see Tyler Herro eventually end up getting moved in some sense. The question is, why would they do that? Herro, again, the Heat didn't win a game with him without him last year, so it does become kind of a question, why exactly would the Herro look towards moving Tyler Herro when he's been just this consistent guy who's really, really helped them out in a huge way? That's a big question that kind of has to be navigated here. What do the Heat really gain from moving Tyler Herro? But the truth is, they gain the ability to go out there and have cap flexibility and have this duo once again try to pull off one of just the great free agencies in NBA history. I mean, look, here's the deal with 2027 free agency. If free agency is going to come back, it's going to come back in 2027. It's been dead over the last couple of years, but there's a bunch of free agents. Now, Steph Curry's one thing, but he's going to be 39. Same goes for Kevin Durant. Anthony Davis will be 34 years old, and someone who the Heat will likely look at because he's Anthony Davis. He'll still be a great player. Giannis will be 32. We see Nikola Jokic will be 32 as well. Now, with Jokic, I highly doubt he leaves the Nuggets at all, so that's one thing. Karl-Anthony Towns will be 32 years old. We see Donovan Mitchell will be 31. He'll be a free agency possibility, especially being on Cleveland. We've seen that happen before. Obviously, Kawhi will be older. Kevin Durant will be nearly 40 years old. Zach LaVine will be 32, but he also will stand to probably still be a good player. Trae Young will be at the peak of his career and be probably one of the biggest targets come that free agency. Brandon Ingram will be 30 years old. And then as well, we'll see guys who are more going to be veterans like Kyrie Irving and Rudy Gobert, and then James Harden as well, who maybe will still be solid players, but maybe not the players that they are today. So, with that being mentioned, there obviously is a lot to navigate for this free agency class. It's the best free agency class we have seen in years and years and years and years. And free agency, again, it died a while ago. So if it's going to come back, it's going to be in this year. The NBA is moving way more towards the angle of the NFL with contract extensions and kind of empowering small market teams to be able to keep their players more, which is going to be helpful for the NBA and its parity in a more general sense. But at the same time, it also does lead to free agency being more boring, And that is something that the NBA realizes they lost. NBA free agency used to be one of the biggest times of the year. It was super exciting and a bunch of stuff went on. But over the past couple of years, that has died out. And Bleacher Report has talked about that, saying Nikola Jovic is the only Heat player who received an extension of any real value this offseason, but the team structured it in a way that makes it easier to trade. His 4-year, $62.4 million contract starts at $16.2 million in the 2026-27 season, before dipping to $14.9 million the following year. Then it bounces back up to $15.1 million and $16.2 million over the final 2 seasons. While this is a sound plan in theory, it's important to note that free agency, as it once existed in the NBA, hasn't been a big factor in recent years because of how much money the players of the caliber Miami is looking at would be leaving on the table to hit the open market. The most recent player who made the All-Star team in the season before changing teams as a free agent that offseason was Paul George last year when he signed with the Philadelphia 76ers. Paul George was also 34 and fell off a huge cliff. Now, prior to that, the last time it happened was the summer of 2019 when both Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving opted to join the Brooklyn Nets. Now, at the same time, we know Jimmy Butler joined the Heat in that offseason, and 2019 was a crazy offseason that also saw guys like Kemba Walker end up signing with the Boston Celtics. You know what? Now it's a cool offseason. It was fun. Watching all these players change teams, it's fun. It sucks that it's not a thing anymore. It's something that the NBA should try to have stay a thing. Why? Because it's one of the things the NBA has over the NFL is they have a really cool free agency. NFL free agency isn't really cool. We're never going to see Patrick Mahomes hit the open market because he signed, a 10-year contract extension with the Kansas City Chiefs for $600 million a while back. We're not going to see any of the best players in the NFL hit free agency in their primes. It's just not something that happens, and it makes the NFL's free agency a lot more boring, knowing that all that's going to happen is you could sign talent. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, great players do hit free agency. I mean, just looking back at it, I'm trying to think, but there's been cool moves. There's been cool trades in free agency. Cool trades happen, but even so, I mean, what's the last time something really crazy happened? When Aaron Rodgers got traded to the Jets and that didn't even work. That's something the NFL had that, or did not have, that the NBA had. The NBA losing that loses some interest into the sport during the summer, because now instead of seeing Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving have joined the Brooklyn Nets, Kemba Walker's a Celtic, Jimmy Butler's on the Miami Heat, we're seeing a bunch of cool stuff happen. Instead, we're seeing, Jordan Clarkson got bought out of his contract with the Utah Jazz and signed with the New York Knicks. He averaged 16.2 points per game. That's exciting. It's just, that's the NFL now, too. That's what the NFL is. So you're kind of just doing the same thing as the NFL, except instead of trying to maximize what you do well over the NFL, you're not. And that's an issue. So that's something that has to be fixed. I don't know why I went on that rant for that long, but it is something that does cause issues. I mean, the Heat, when we look at them, at the same time, they should be trying to go for this free agency because it's likely something will happen. The only guys on their contract are Bam, Nikola Jovic, Kel'el Ware, Kasparas Giacochonis, and Drew Smith. And 3 of those guys, they have team options. So if the Heat need to they won't decline Kasparas or Kel'el Ware, but Drew Smith will likely get his contract declined. And then there's 4 guys on roster. The Heat have 2 open max slots that could go out there and make some crazy moves. Makes most sense to me, or signing Trae Young, who put up 24 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 11 assists last season, shooting 41% from the field and 34% from 3 and 44% on the corner 3. Trae Young is an all-star player. He's super valuable. He'll be 29 years old. He'll be in his prime. It would make sense to go out there and sign him and pair him up with Bam and Giannis Antetokounmpo, who put up 30 points per game, 12 rebounds, 6.5 assists, 1 block, and 1 steal per game, shooting 60% from the field and 22% from 3. Now, this does make sense to go out there and do. It is a master plan in every sense of the word. The problem is you do have to trade Tyler Herro, a 24-point-per-game scorer, putting up 5 and 5 as well, shooting 37% from 3 and 47% from the field. That's the thing that you also understand here, is that trading away Tyler Herro does mean that you really have to hit a home run, or you've shot yourself in the foot in a massive way. Guys, what do you think is going to happen? Let me know in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day. I'll catch you later.